Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. As you can see, there's a different setting here. I'm currently walking home from school, but I couldn't really wait till I got home because I just heard this news recently in my break and I am absolutely furious. So if you don't know, PRISTIN has disbanded officially. Just released a statement. For those of you who don't know who PRISTIN is, I don't really blame you, to be honest. PRISTIN are a group who debuted in March 2017 under Pledis, and they were very popular, and then they came back in August of 2017 and they won a rookie group award for the same year. I'm trying not to show my school because I don't want to dox myself accidentally. But yeah, then after that, it's kind of just been radio silence with the group. It's been 2 years since they last had a debut. They had a subunit called PRISTIN V that debuted in March 2018, but other than that, it's kind of just been static. And people were getting really irritated, and rightfully so, because PRISTIN were a very good group and people were saying that they could probably rival even twice because they were very popular after the debut. But Pledis just kind of didn't do anything with that. So yeah, they released a statement. Personally, I think it's absolutely bullshit. It's really bad. They just say, oh, we were talking to PRISTIN and then we just decided it'd be best if they disbanded. It's like, okay, it's just really dumb. I'll link it in the description so you guys can read it yourselves. But yeah, it's so stupid and people are furious. I'm appalled, I'm annoyed, I'm disappointed, but I'm also not surprised because we know this is essentially just history repeating itself, because Pledis has a horrible track record when it comes to their female trainees. And so obviously with after school, now they're not doing anything. So I'm not surprised that PRISTIN is just dead. And it just sucks because it's they had so much potential. And Gion, one of the members, she was under Pledis for 10 years. 10 fucking years of her life she wasted. She was there since she was a fucking child, right? So Pledis just took that and they just wasted all those 10 years, just not let her do anything. Not just her, but other people who were in PRISTIN as well. I really hope the audio isn't that bad. I'm hoping it isn't. If it is, then I might have to re-record this video. But yeah, other members of PRISTIN as well have just basically had their time wasted and just been giving the finger to Pledis who just don't care enough to promote them. It's so frustrating. I feel really sorry for PRISTIN because I knew they deserved so much better, and because they're really talented, and it just sucks that they weren't given the respect they deserved. To make matters worse as well, Pledis released news for 17 the same day they released the news for PRISTIN's disbandment. So basically the news for 17 is that they were going to be doing a cocktail party. And that does not sit well with me. I mean, I'm excited for the news about 17, but to release it the same time as you release the news for PRISTIN, it's just something so shady and stuff about it. It's kind of as if they wanted to soften the blow, or it's okay guys, sorry, we know you're sad about this, but hey, 17 is doing something. It's just so scummy. And it brings 17 down as well. We don't want 17 to suffer because of your terrible business skills. And a lot of highs aren't mad at 17 and they're just disappointed, but there's some highs who are, and to those highs I say, please don't get mad at 17. It's not their fault that Pledis are terrible. I also wanted to add that for those of you who think that 17 deserve to be boycotted for this, I just want you to think, do you really think that 17 went to their management, went to Pledis and said, hey, you know what we should totally do for shiggles? Let's just release our cocktail news the same day you released the news of PRISTIN's disbandment. Do you really think 17 are that sadistic? I mean, I don't know. Maybe that is what they did. We don't know. But I highly doubt that, considering the fact that 17 have always been supportive of PRISTIN. And I doubt that they would be as, sadistic and they'd be as shady as to suggest that. But then again, like I said, we don't know. Maybe they did suggest that. Maybe they really are just as scummy as Pledis. But I really doubt that's the case. So I don't think boycotting them is a good thing to do, considering the fact that they'll probably be just as confused and as hurt as we all are. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to emphasize there. Yeah, please don't get mad at 17. It's not their fault that Pledis is terrible. I blame Pledis completely because it's I don't know why else they would disband PRISTIN if they just couldn't handle debuting them or anything like that. I don't get it. Honestly, I think at this point, Pledis should just just stop accepting female trainees altogether. Just pull a big here and don't accept female trainees. If you know you're going to treat them like shit and you're not going to pay attention to them, then just stop accepting them. Like, it's not, I wouldn't care if they did that, because there are a lot of other K-pop companies that accept female trainees, and there are other girl groups out there. So if players wanted to stop, then that's fine. It's clear that they just didn't care, and it just sucks, because then PRISTIN had to suffer because of that. I mean, that's the gist of it. I just want to say, hi, I'm so sorry that this has happened. PRISTIN, I'm sorry that this has happened. You guys deserve so much better. Pledis, you can literally suck my non-existent dick. You guys are terrible people. Honestly, my sister said this to me, and I can't help agreeing. But I'm just thinking, you know, if Newest and 17 weren't so heavily involved in their music, something tells me that they would have been put in the dungeon as well. And it's annoying because PRISTIN were beginning to get involved in their music as well, but Pledis just didn't channel that potential, and it just sucks. It would have made, well, it still would have been scummy, but it would have made a lot more sense if PRISTIN weren't as successful as Pledis hoped they'd be. But the fact is that they really were. Like, the public really liked them. They won a fucking Rookie Award. I mean, I know that might mean nothing to some people, but it means that people thought that they had potential. Like, the Korean public thought they had potential. You know, Highs thought they had potential. But the only people that didn't seem to think they had potential was Pledis themselves. And I don't understand why they led them on for this long. And it's so frustrating that they tried to say, oh, this is the members' choice. I doubt that. It's just really infuriating. It really is. It just sucks. But yeah, that's what I really wanted to say about the whole situation. It really sucks. And Highs, I'm so sorry. PRISTIN, I'm so sorry. Just don't take your anger out. Don't allow this. I know this is a very emotional moment, but don't allow your anger to be taken out on people who don't deserve it. For example, don't start getting mad at 17. It's not their fault. It's not their fault that it's Pledis' fault. So if you're gonna get angry at anyone, get angry at Pledis, because they sure as hell deserve it. But yeah, that's all what I really wanted to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll put the statement that Pledis said on the description below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more from me, then please subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. P.S. P Nation. You know what you gotta do.